Right then, so career mode episode 6. As you well know by now, I am Pastor Maldonado, and this is just a little score update. As you can see, I'm positioned 6th in the standings, not far behind Sebastian Vettel and not far ahead of NASA. So there's all to play for as we go into Monaco. Qualifying then, and let's see what we can do as we go over the line onto my flying lap. And we are on for an absolute stormer here, lads. This has been a quality lap so far. I'm doing very well. I'm above in all sectors. Things are looking promising. No! No, they are not. That is wing gone. And it's a retreat to the pit lane. Okay, we drive out for attempt 2 of a good lap here. Really got to get a good one this time, or it is back of the grid for me. We are ready to embark on my final attempt at a flying lap. Oh, that was not in the script at all. Same corner, same incident, P20. Absolutely nothing that can be said about that. It's a disaster. It is a disaster. I'm going to have to look up synonyms of disaster because it's just not strong enough a word. On a track where qualifying is so key, it's gone so wrong. And I can only apologise.
It's race day here in Monaco, and a circuit that requires real driver skill as well as concentration.
I don't know who the owner of that pool is, but my advice in these conditions would be to cover it up. It's just, you're going to get rainwater in there. It's going to be horrible. It's not going to be a pleasant place to swim at all. So I don't know who the manager is there, but he is, well, he should be sacked. Sack him, because that's appalling pool management. Right then, apologies again about qualifying. Nothing I can do, but here we go. Monaco from P20 in the rain. Away we go now, and I'm going to need to get past a lot of cars very soon here, and I should be able to because there'll be an absolute queue as we go into turn 1. Then I'm going to slip round the outside of, touch the back of Verstappen a bit, and I've got it's Stevens trying to get round my outside, but that hasn't happened at all, and I've taken a nice and tasty 3 positions as we go up the hill towards Casino Square. Now we got Max Verstappen that I'm going to hook round the outside of. These are key corners now. I've got to get past as many as I can, barging my way past NASA there. He really was very slow, which is ideal. And down the inside of even more, we're into P14. I'm absolutely slicing and dicing my way through the field. They've got no match for my, supreme car, really it is. No, they have got a match for it, because NASA's just barged his way through and said, I'm not having that whatsoever, and he's retaken the position. That's not ideal at all, but I have squeezed him out as we go towards the tunnel. This obviously is a dry section of the track with the intermediate tyres. Could be an issue, but isn't at the moment as we go towards the chicane, and I've overcooked that a little bit. I've cut the corner, but I've got away with it. That's absolutely crucial. So who have we got ahead? We've got Perez ahead, Ericsson behind, and I'm only about 3 or 4 cars behind my teammate, which would be an outstanding result if I was to beat him. On to lap 2 then, and it's Perez that I'm following very carefully as we go up the hill. The strategy, it seemed, for this race before we started is no stops, because it's only 20 laps and the rain is predicted to stay like this. I don't actually need to make a pit stop in this race, so that's very interesting. But we'll go along with it, and we'll hunt. It makes it very simple. I mean, my mission aim is very simple. It's simply a case of overtake as many as you can between now and the end of the race. Ricardo there is having a shocker. He's way down in 12th. That's not. He's gonna have some harsh. Oh no! Oh, I've gone wrong. I've gone into the wall, and that's a big problem. No front wing damage, but that's P18. That's a lot of good work undone, and I'm not going to get very far in this Grand Prix if I can't do 2 laps without collision. Way back behind Stevens. Oh, and I've hit his rear end now and gone for a bit of a slide. Oh dear, it's going to be one of those races, isn't it? It's going to be one of those. Lap 3, and the frustrations of qualifying really are beginning to boil now, and it's, we're not even at quarter way point yet, and I'm absolutely seething because I'm just losing so much time on the leaders because I'm stuck behind these drivers. I mean, I've just gazumped him there, which was absolutely clean as you like, but it's no good, isn't it? Look at the gap now between me and my teammate. I can't even. My teammate's going through the hairpin, and I'm nowhere near. It's it's a big ask from this position to do anything good, and I can only blame qualifying. The pace of these cars at the back of the field compared to mine is frankly tragic. I mean, I can see now why I'm 6th in the standings, because these guys are just appalling. Verstappen there is just going to get rinsed by me. It's not even a contest, really. And it turns out it is a contest, really, because he's just absolutely sold me one. And now I'm going to sell him one down the inside. No, I'm not, because he's still refusing to give way. What is this about? I've been behind Verstappen now for nearly 4 laps, and I'm getting really cross here, so I'm going to do a kamikaze at the top of the hill, because I'm absolutely sick of him holding me up. So round the outside we're going to go here, just full throttle, and I've slotted in finally quite nicely. 4 laps later, I mean, hopes of points now really are down the toilet, because 11 laps, and I'm in 16th place. It's just not ideal. It's just not an ideal position to be in, but we may be able to get past these two. So, Nasser and Ericsson are the targets as we go through the tunnel. We're coming up to the overtaking point, but I seem to be lacking in straight line speed here, which isn't a massive issue in Monaco, but it is when you're going through the tunnel into the braking zone of the chicane. I'm just going to cut through there and absolutely hang out to dry, Nasser. Good night, my friend. That was a scintillating move. And our attention's now turned to Ericsson. And if you look in the minimap on the bottom left, there's a good collection of cars not far down the road. And some of those will be in the points. So I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance of a few points to maintain 6th in the championship here. But first thing we need to do is actually defend against Nasser into the first corner. So we're going to go there towards now, but it doesn't look as if he's made the move. Oh, what has happened there? What has gone wrong? Has Nasser just hit me off? If Nasser's hit me off, I am going to be fuming. Absolutely fuming. Let's have a look now on the replay. So we're going towards turn 1, and he's just poked his front wing in there. So, of course he has. Of course he has. Yeah, thanks for that, Nasser. If you don't have a penalty, then I'm going to properly kick off. Nasser's so slow, it's only taken me a lap to catch him back up. And the amount I'm bothered about your well-being, Nasser, really is minimal. Lap 11, and I'm just going to go right around your outside and send you straight into the wall. I don't even care. I don't even care. See you later, mate. You're a terrible person. And that, for me, is P15. Ericsson's the next driver to get pile-drived by me, so I'm having all my good fortune at the top of this hill here going into Casino Square, so I'm going to try it again round the outside. I'm going to hit the wall and completely ruin my race because that's my wing damaged. So we'll wait and see, but this could now be damage limitation. I mean, it already was damage limitation from qualifying, but this really could be damage limitation now because my wing is it's gonna cost me a lot of time, but we'll have to wait and see. I was absolutely right. Only a lap later, and Ericsson I've lost sight of Ericsson, and Nasser is the one bearing down on me. But let me be quite crystal clear about this, okay? I'm not going to finish with any points. So if Nasser tries to get past me, I will smash him into the barrier. I will smash him into the barrier and take us both out. Come on then, Nasser, what you got? Come on, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm still waiting for you. You're going to try and have a go down into turn 1, are you? I am 100% not going to allow that to happen. You are going to get run right around the outside. Look at that spectacular look. I could just sideswipe you straight into the wall now and give me a good reason why I shouldn't, because I'm not going to finish with any points. But he's managed to slip through, but I'm not going to allow that whatsoever. I'm going to plough my way back through, giving absolutely no space, no time, no regard. And he's spun out. Ha ha ha! That is comical. Well, the bad news is that I am so catastrophically slow with this front wing damage that Verstappen, who got past Nasser, and Nasser himself have now caught me up with 2 laps to go. So this race isn't over yet. I'm going to be doing well to keep Verstappen behind me. Look at the speed I'm carrying. I'm doing that corner at 70 miles an hour. You do faster in a Ford Mondeo. That's how much of a catastrophic effect on my speed this front wing has happened, and Verstappen has got back through, which isn't ideal at all. But now I don't mind about him. You plough on, Verstappen. That's fine. I will smash Nasser if he tries to get through here, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get past in towards turn 1 here, so that's absolutely fine. But if he... Oh, my word! You are joking! You must be joking. I can't have seen that. I can't have seen that. I must be dreaming. P90. P90. P20. P20! I've got to have another look at that. I've got to see. I have to see if that was NASA's fault. Let's have a look then, shall we? Into turn 1. I'm done. I'm so done. So that's me set to finish in last place thanks to a scathing attack from NASA. Oh no, what has happened here? There appears to be some drama going into the final corner. Mary's having a go at the two Mercedes. Oh my word, what are the scenes here? This is absolute carnage. I've got blue flags popping up everywhere. Mary's gone wrong. And I will actually take P19 in the end, but it doesn't really matter because, well, my race has been sabotaged, hasn't it? It's just been sabotaged and, oh dear. So, thanks to NASA and his antics, which didn't actually get a penalty, may I just clarify, didn't get a penalty for that. And also a poor qualifying performance, I've ended Monaco. Where you'd expect me to end Monaco, in last place, but at least I've held 6th in the standings. So here's hoping for a slightly better result in Canada. Thank you ever so much for watching, and goodbye.